Greetings, race fans, and welcome to Cross Flag.
Chevrolet's Corvette. Ever since its debut in 1953, the Corvette has impressed and inspired sports car fans all over the globe. Chevrolet's consistent dedication to innovative design and revolutionary engineering throughout its 41-year history has enabled Corvette to emerge as one of the most popular and well-recognized sports cars in the world. The Corvette's popularity is reflected in at least 50 Corvette-related publications distributed worldwide. Just 5 of these publications total over 5.5 million subscribers. Corvette fans also spend $55 million a year on Corvette-related products and services, all of which contributes to a consumer awareness of well over 95%. And now Bally, the leader in coin-injected collectibles, combines 2 great American art forms. We've put Corvette's high horsepower excitement right at your fingertips.
Catch me if you can.
Introducing a classic dream machine from the amusement industry's driving force. Bally's Corvette Pinball.
Sunday, Monday, beautiful Cross Flag Midway, where the great one runs.
Hi, my name is Angie, and I'll be showing you the latest features on Bally's Corvette Pinball. You may want to collect any of these Corvettes on the play field, or you can rev this LT5 engine for a super jackpot payoff. You'll need quick reflexes and the eyes of a champion driver to keep up with the fastest play field in pinball. There are 10 famous, highly prized Corvettes in the game. Collect the Corvettes by winning them racing or by traveling Route 66. You can go road racing by starting a challenge race or take Route 66 to the Crossed Flags Dragway to go drag racing. You may notice there are only 9 Corvettes listed on the play field. If you are able to collect all 9 cars, you may get a look into Corvette's future. The game also features a special opportunity where any one of 5 Bally Catch Me girls challenge you in a high-speed chase around the game. It will take even the best players quite a few tries to keep up with these fast drivers. Corvette Pinball introduces a new kickback feature. Rather than ejecting the ball randomly onto the play field, this one feeds the ball directly to the upper flipper, putting the ball right back into your control. Finally, take a look at this tremendous LT5 engine, the most dominant feature on the play field. Not only is this powerful Corvette engine one of the game's locks, it also allows players to rev the engine with the ball inside for mega points payoff. Game features and gameplay match the way Corvette drives. Quick in corners with plenty of power for the straightaway. But don't just take my word for it. Play Corvette Pinball yourself. You'll experience the same thrill that has carried Corvette enthusiasm all over the world.
We interrupt this program for a Corvette news flash.
San Antonio, Texas. All right.
If you're traveling down south on I-65, you might notice this big red spire looming above the trees. What is it? Well, it's much more than just a building. It's a beacon to a whole different brand of religion, one that worships the quintessential American high-powered sports car. That spire now represents Mecca to well over 1 million car owners. It's the crowning glory of the new Corvette Museum, opened this Labor Day in the only place where Corvettes are made, Bowling Green, Kentucky, now known as Corvette City, USA. Tens of thousands of Corvette fans traveled from all over to be here for this momentous Labor Day weekend. From all over the globe they came to consecrate this monument to the American dream car.
For Corvette lovers everywhere, all roads lead to Bowling Green, Kentucky. Excitement has been building for several weeks as finishing touches.
Inside the $15 million museum, alongside 50 vintage Corvette collectibles, at the center of it all is this exhibit, a permanent monument to the long-anticipated, perfectly timed marriage of two classic American art forms, Corvettes and pinball. Inside the display, 500,000 museum visitors per year will find original drawings and the very first Corvette pinball playfield ever produced. A whole host of activities and attractions were available for ralliers, opening ceremonies and seminars, parades, concerts, even a look at the 1 millionth Corvette. But of all this, nothing was better received than Bally's 8 Corvette pinball machines, all set on dollar play. In fact, more than $4,000 were collected in just 3.5 days. Bally has timed the creation of Corvette pinball to capitalize on the notoriety of this museum opening. Never before in history has the attention of the world been focused on the Corvette to such a degree. Bowling Green, Kentucky may be the focal point of the world's Corvette owners, people who will spare no expense to support the car they love. But Bally's forming a new club with a very different kind of membership. There's one single thing that separates them from all other Corvette owners. They actually earn money with their machines.
The power, recognition, loyalty, and image of America's dream sports car is in a class by itself. Tens of thousands consistently turn out for any one of over 150 international Corvette rallies. Corvette Pinball is all about the excitement that Chevrolet's built through 41 years of world-class Corvettes. And the Corvette enthusiasts at Bally have created a world-class game that will no doubt floor anyone who plays it. Corvette Pinball combines two classic American art forms, and it is manufactured exclusively by Bally.
Ready? Hey, I'm Joe Perry. And I'm Tom Hamilton of Aerosmith. And hey, we're really sorry we couldn't be down there in San Antonio with you guys. Get your wings and get in on the revolution.
Tour and on top, check out Aerosmith and Revolution X. Witness the media frenzy that follows wherever they go. Sunbelt, Irving, Texas. Bitten by the promotional bug, they use their Revolution X goodie bags as tournament starter kits. They teased local players with their original posters and taunted listeners with locally produced radio spots.
We want to find the baddest video game player in the Metroplex, so we put together a competition. You like competition, don't you? The highest score on Revolution X wins and wins big. Big prizes for big scores, like backstage passes for an Aerosmith concert, plus t-shirts, CDs, and more. Yeah, baby.
But more than bragging rights, the winners walked away with tickets and backstage passes to rock out at the local Aerosmith concert. Boston, Massachusetts, Aerosmith's stomping grounds. It's also hometown to the Good Times Bar, which held qualifying rounds of their own. Winners moved onward and upward to the finals of the multi-state tournament that was decisively won at New England Coin-Op on August 11th. A fever has swept the land. Tournament fever, that is. Each one unique in its approach. Each one the same in its results. More excited players. Rock-solid collections.
Hey, baby, kablam!
At our test sites alone, Revolution X cashed out $500 to $800 every week for over 2 months. And no wonder the game collects so consistently. With its unique cutting-edge graphics, CD quality DCS audio. The staying power of a gun game. And the time-tested popularity of Aerosmith. This game locks in long-term crowd appeal. What else? Well, this August, a custom-made video news release shot and produced by Midway screamed through the airwaves and into the news-hungry satellite dishes of more than 700 stations all across the country. Want more, you say? In Houston, Texas, Exhilarama has hit the ground running with pace-setting promotional efforts. Radio spots and live remote coverage kicked off the citywide tournament extravaganza. And when the victor blasted past his challengers, he walked away with his very own Revolution X game. MTV has also joined the revolution, hyping the game to its hip-hop and trend-setting gameplay and viewers.
Revolution X is in arcades now. We'll be turning up at Aerosmith concert starting this Saturday in Chicago.
Then E! Entertainment Television jumped into the fray, announcing the arrival of Aerosmith at your local arcade.
Band members took a break from touring to tape their segments and be digitized.
What's it like getting digitized? Well, it's not as painful as I thought it would be.
And proving that this revolution truly has no frontiers, even the MTV of Canada is supporting the cause. And right now, the game is on tour with Aerosmith all across the country, cashing in on the concert-going crowd and spreading the word to Aerosmith fans everywhere. Revolutionary opportunity awaits. The word is out. The time is right. Now, it's up to you.
What you are now looking at is the most advanced sensory experience ever developed for an arcade. This machine is called the Cruisin' USA Full Motion Simulator. Much more than a game, it is a full motion, 3,800 mile, 14 race, 11 state, coast-to-coast virtual experience. 3 years in development, Cruisin' USA is an unparalleled video achievement. It's the first machine to so perfectly synthesize creativity and technical advance. Your goal is to complete all 14 stages of a cross-country road rally. Beginning on the West Coast, you cruise the USA at felony speeds, past famous landmarks toward your ultimate destination, Washington, D.C. The first of its kind, 3-axis, full-motion cabinet duplicates every moving detail of your cross-country excursion. Full-throttle bumps and jumps, heart-stopping collisions, twisting turns and skids, and breakneck acceleration. Climb into the padded seat and pick your favorite car. An automatic or manual transmission, and while driving, select your favorite DCS tunes, and they'll be blasting from the game's powerful, high-fidelity speakers. Notice the fog lights at the front of the car, and the brake lights at the rear. They'll blink on and off as you pick your way through all that fast-moving traffic. Other cabinet details include a padded steering wheel that provides constant feedback to the player. Also, notice those shiny hubcaps with real chrome plating. But the backbone of the game appears in front of you on this 25-inch monitor. Your window on a brand new, three-dimensional, texture map, high-resolution, virtual world. This is a brand new video system called Ultra Graphics, and it's unequaled in terms of reality and resolution. Cruisin' USA is also available a couple of other ways. The deluxe sit-down model and the brand new upright. These machines offer the same high-energy cruising excitement in an elegant, compact design. And that's not all. One more soon-to-be-released innovation will make your Cruisin' collection complete. Full linking capability. Not only will players be able to cruise the USA, but they'll soon be able to compete from coast to coast. You don't need a license, and you don't need to borrow the keys. Just hop in and prepare yourself for the joyride of a lifetime. Cruisin' USA, the most advanced sensory experience ever developed for an arcade.
Cruisin', yeah. Cruisin' USA, yeah.
You essentially have a workshop. So everywhere in my office, there's parts of games and pieces of games to come and pieces of games past.
This is Pat Lawler, and he's designed a few games that you may have heard of, because all of them are industry classics. Bonsai Run, Earthshaker, Whirlwind, Funhouse, Addams Family, and Twilight Zone.
You first have to get people to understand why the game you're designing is different. They have to be able to look inside and they have to say, wow, I wonder what that will do.
Pat has just completed a brand new game, one that expands on a theme with a proven collections record. Everything about the game has been customized to produce strong collections in our current market. It's a brand new design philosophy.
The market for pinball in general right now has changed dramatically from 2 years ago. It's no longer good enough just to bat a ball around on a playfield. You have to be part of that story. You have to understand the story. You have to discover what there is to discover in that world.
The new world that Lawler and company have created is a synthesis. Proven pinball machinery and a universal theme.
From the time I had done Funhouse, there was always the intention to do a second version with two heads, with two dummies.
Think of it as Funhouse meets road construction, or destruction as the case might be. It's the next flipper experience in a line of industry classics. Road Show. Yeehaw! The central features of the playfield are this duo, Red and Ted. Identical to Rudy from Funhouse, but twice the fun. As you're about to see, two heads really are better than one.
The first thing that a person sees when he walks up to Road Show is these two little characters in construction helmets. And everybody in the world over, knows what construction is. So everybody kind of knows what these two are about when they just see them sitting in the game before they play it.
Red and Ted are a cross-country construction crew hell-bent on taking you on the adventure of a lifetime. From east to west you'll travel through 18 cities, each one holding a brand new adventure. You'll be smashing cabs in New York, thawing out construction colleagues in Minnesota, and blowing up toll booths in Chicago. This city-to-city tour has been put into the game for one very specific reason: buy-in.
In this pinball machine, just because you can play three balls and just because you're an extremely good player does not mean you will see all of what is in this game. And in fact, you will have to pay a buy-in, a buy-in, a buy-in in order to see the whole game. Because you cannot get from point A to point B by skipping around. You have to go through all the steps you would, just as you would in a video game.
Road Show is a brand new concept in pinball design. Not only does buy-in play an essential role in the rules, but in response to market demands, The game is at once more entertaining while actually being less complex.
You cannot overlap things in this game. If you're doing one thing, you're doing that one thing. You're not doing multiple things.
Other playfield features include the earth-shaking blasting zone, falling rocks, a souvenir shop, Ted's bulldozer, bridge out ramps, and Red and Ted's boombox, which will play tunes from country music star Carlene Carter. Today's pinball market is evolving, and it demands innovations. Road Show is right for that market for a number of reasons.
The first reason is that the game addressed score inflation. Okay, we've made the game more easily understood by the average person. The second reason is that the game is easy to play for the average person. All he has to do is shoot the ball straight up the play field, and the game automatically tells him what it is he's supposed to do, and he doesn't have to learn anything other than that in order to have a lot of fun playing Road Show. The third thing is the linear rule set in the game, which suggests that you have to buy in order to see all of the game. You cannot see the entire game, even if you're a very good player, on just 50 cents. You have to buy in and continue the game that you're playing in order to see everything. And the fourth thing is you want to do this because there's a proven concept in it, in the heads of the dummies, in their interaction, in their ability to drive people to see the game, to say to themselves before they put their money in, wow, I wonder what this game is going to do. I want to put money in to see what this game is going to do and how it will act.
Every little dream I dream about you. Every little thought I think about you.
works beautifully. It's nice. It's nice. I've done so many of these things now, getting a little older, need a little support as you walk towards the stage and address this august audience. First, again, adding to Jim's welcome. Welcome for coming and traveling so far. We've got people here from Australia and South America and yes, and even San Antonio, Texas. But it is my pleasure to greet you, and as usual, a few announcements as we get going. First announcement is, immediately following our fair here, we will have buses or a little trolley, tram, to take you on to the AAMA Gala. So I guarantee you will not miss one cocktail by spending some time with us. Also, as we leave, you know there is a nice open-air kind of an auditorium on the Riverwalk, and across from that is a beautiful stage. And we will have a band playing there for a couple hours, and our game characters will also be there trying to greet people and kind of teach them a little in terms of what's in store for them tomorrow. You're certainly invited to join in the fun if you've had too much gambling already. Also, there are a couple of things that we have for you as you walk out. There go the profits. One thing we have that you want to sure to get your hands on is what we call the Product Investment Portfolio. This is a booklet that we put together with all of our brochures and various dot points and important points to have. And it's laid out in a fashion that you can use it as a document as you're talking to your operators. In addition to that, there will be a box here that contains all of the pass-outs that we will be making, or the game characters will be making, and you are free to take it with you. If you want us to send it on to you later, all you have to do is tell us how much, how many, and they'll be there. We also, before we get started, have to acknowledge some people here in the audience that are very, very important and very precious to us. And we have in the audience a personal friend, a mentor, and representing the Rare Point Group, I'd like to introduce and put a spotlight and acknowledge that Joel Hochberg is here with his son Scott and all the design group that they have from London, England. Joel, where are you? Where are you hiding? There he is. All I can say is that you're in for a rare treat. I mentioned to you that Joel is kind of a mentor in a way, and Joel and I have known each other, and I was talking with him one day, and I said, Joel, I really want to progress in this industry. I just don't know what's the right ticket, what's the right thing to do. He didn't hesitate. His advice is always free and right to the point. He says the name Dillman. It's not going to work. It's got to be Dillman or Dilberg or your cook. It was terrific advice. I went back and I was in our first meeting, and the speaker addressed me as, and here's Joe Dillman. And I said, stop. I have a new name. It's Dilbaum. And they said, it's a very appropriate name. It's the Dilbaum. So I guess the moral of that story is that you can have all the good advice in the world, but it takes proper execution. So we'll have to remember that thought. Now, it's time for us to get started on these awards. And let me first explain how these awards work. We have 3 categories of awards. And we have awards for each product line, both foreign and domestic. And we have awards for the top sales. The top sales, Williams Bally Midway. We also have another category for the top sales of the percentage, the top percentage change, the net change from one year to the other, the percentage gain. And then further, we have a third, which is the per sales per million, or sales per million, sales penetration. 3 kinds of awards, all the product lines, both domestic and foreign. So, what we're going to do, first of all, is to start. And the first category is the top export sales for Williams. And may I have the envelope, please? Okay. All right. We have a clean sweep here. We have a clean sweep of both top Williams, Bally, and Midway, and the winner is Nova Apparate Escamento. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we want to hear. Oh! Here, well, to present the awards, we have some. Would you like to have a picture taken with these beautiful Miss Corvette and Miss Cruisin?
Yes. Those are not very happy, but since the boss I have. And since I lost so much weight,
we'll help you. We'll assist you. Don't you worry about that. Here, we'll give you a nice picture with these two beautiful young ladies so you can cherish for the rest of your life.
I don't know, right?
Okay. Okay, she's going to help you. Our next category is for the top domestic sales for the Williams products, and the winner is well, we have another clean sweep. The top domestic sales for Williams Bally Midway, and the winner is Benson Enterprises. Photo opportunity. Marvelous, marvelous. I guess I can't get the award. Wait a minute, my press agent is right out there. We'll go through shortly. Thank you guys, well deserved. Thank you. Now we move into a new type of award, which is the Percentage Increase Award. And starting on the Williams side, for the top export sales, percentage increase for Williams, and the winner is Play Center, Mr. Marcelo Goodclass. Surely he wants a picture. Well, we can tell who's got press agents. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Continuing on the Williams side for the top percentage increase on the Williams line domestically, may I have the envelope, please? And the winner is Apprentice, State Sales and Service, Mr. Steve Combs. He's a humble person, too. Wait, you want your picture with Steve or you want your picture with this Corvette? Come on, now wait. It's been a long presidency. 3 minutes. This guy sells more than this Corvette. I would have taken it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well deserved. Okay, now we move on to the Bally line and the top percentage increase for the Bally line on the export market. And Madam Clerk, please. General vending and accepting the award. We'll welcome this away. We do have a visitor from General Vending.
One couple of thank yous. Thank you, Joe. Indeed, a great honour. I'd also like to thank Williams Bally Midway for making this award possible, and also for making games that excel our expectation. It's a great pride that we represent Williams Bally Midway in the show. Lastly, I would like to thank our dedicated team of some 700 people throughout Australia. These people are made up in our time zone divisions, admin people, manufacturing divisions. I've taken some notes otherwise I forget. Our sales teams, and of course our customers. And also, special mention to my wife and partner, T. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday, Rob. Thank you very much.
Domestic top percentage increase on the Midway line domestically. And may I have the envelope, please? Well, Schaefer Distributing has won the award. Thank you. Congratulations. Well deserved. A little picture for posterity. Thank you. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to move into our final category of awards, which is the sales per million, or sales penetration in the territory. We're going to start with the Williams line. We're going to start export. So it would be the top export sales per million on the Williams side. And the envelope, please. And the winner again is from down under, General Vending. I'd just like to make one fast comment. Many of these award winners in these foreign countries have a very interesting price per play. And how much do you play for a pinball down there?
$1 free balls.
$1 for free balls. You hear that, guys? $1 free balls. All right, now here we are on the domestic side for the top sales per million domestically on Williams. May I have the envelope, please? Cleveland Klein, Master Ryan Lowe.
This is better than a good citizenship award that I had 20 years ago. Thank you very much, Joe. And thank you, gentlemen at my table, for the support and the dedication that made this possible. One other question. Is Malcolm Steinberg here tonight? Okay, he owes me for 3 Cleveland Indian hats. You tell him when he gets here. I said,
Thank you, man. Thank you. Well deserved. I'm a coach All right, now we're on the Valley line for the top export sales per million on the Valley side. And may I have the envelope, please? Player Special Diffusion, Mr. Didier Salon. Oh, that foreign press out here. Look at that. Oh boy, oh boy. Congratulations. Well deserved. Thank you. All right, here on the Valley side with the top sales per million domestically. And the envelope is. And the winner is. Sunbelt Amusement and Vending. don't talk like I talk with the boots and the hat and all that stuff. You're from Texas, boy. What's going on? I've got a chance here. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right, we're winding it down now. We're on the Midway line, and the top sales per million on the export Midway, and may I have the envelope, please? Aha, and the winner is Steve Leisure Limited. I don't think that Bob is here. I think we will, he's here. No, he's not. Colin's here. All right, Colin. Congratulations. Everybody just want to congratulations. Thank you, thank you. Well, we have one final award on the table, and it's the top sales for Midway. The sales per million for Midway domestically. And the winner is Southgate Amusement, Mr. John Giddings. Just wanted you to know, John, that this award is not just because we're down here in San Antonio. No, it is not. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, we spend a year hard at work, and at the end of the year we tally up and we come up with these awards. And it's difficult to win, and it's difficult to gather them, so I think it takes an extra effort to get an award. So right now I'd like to ask everybody to give a hand for all those people who have won awards.
Here they are, Corvette, Revolution X, Cruisin' USA, and all its forms, Killer Instinct, and Road Show. Meet the characters, play the games, and remember to shift gears starting right now with Williams, Bally, and Midway. Thank you.
Incidentally, if you just walked up, this is Killer Instinct. The game has won Best Game of Show last night. Best new game here on the show floor. And if you watch this, you'll see exactly why, I think. Tell me about some of the battlefields or the fighting arenas that these players have. How many of them are there, and what's different about them?
There's battlefields which you'll see over and over again.
things you can do when you're playing the game.